So, we got some privacy now. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company stole all the headlines a while back? You're still in business?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule 301. Place is a rat hole, but it's useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else. That's all you get from me, Lao Wai. Capsule 301. Alice Garden Pods. That's where your hacker is.
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden Pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the Triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No. Don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
You look like a tough guy. Just remember,
Access granted.
They said the biomod industry made Hansa what it is today. As if that's a good thing. I have to wonder.
Good job, Lao Wei. I see you found the first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
Access granted.
One down, two to go, my friend.
Access granted.
Good. Second relay is down. Only one remaining.
Access granted.
Someone, stop right there!
Access granted.
Excellent work. I'm starting the triangulation now. Should have a location very soon. And I've got it. Jaya is hiding in an apartment building called the Hengsha Court Gardens in the Yuzhou district. I'm sending you her coordinates. Get over there and get us the money she owes.
Who are you? Another one of Tong's thugs? Well, get out! I told him I won't pay another credit!
Look, I know this is not an ideal situation, and I'm not proud that I gotta do this. But Tong's crew wants the money you owe them.
Oh, you poor boy. Having trouble dealing with the dirty job you have to do? And I should feel sorry for you? Reality check, taxman. You're here to steal money from me.
Stealing? They got you the augmentation you needed, and they expect you to pay for it. Not the most charitable thing to do, but I would hardly call it stealing.
Are you really that gullible? Tong doesn't run a buy now, pay later operation. It's more like a buy now, pay forever. Listen, I just started as a broker. Most other brokers come from rich families. They paid for augments that give them an incredible edge in the business. There's no way I could afford anything like that through legal channels.
So you cut a deal with a crime syndicate.
I didn't study this hard to end up with nothing. Once I made enough money, I offered to pay for the aug. But no, what they want is part of my monthly profits. They say they're entitled to it since it's their upgraded enhancement chip that helped me make that money.
Couldn't you work without the augment? You wouldn't have gotten into so much trouble if you'd played by the rules.
Play by the rules? Let me tell you a little story about playing by the rules. I come from a poor family. My father, my mother, my 2 sisters, and 3 brothers, none of them ever amounted to much. When I tried to do better, when I made efforts in school, they said I was wasting my time. I got into business school, and again, they said I was wasting my time. That I could never compete with all those rich kids and their tutors and extra classes.
But you did.
I did. I finished top of my class, without the extra help and special attention, only through blood, sweat, and tears. And then what did my classmates do? They cheated. They once again bought their way to success. And what did my family say? That I had wasted my time. I was just supposed to accept defeat after all the efforts I've made? No. No way.
How did you meet Tong?
The same way most people end up meeting Tong. I was hurt, and one of his hounds smelled blood. They came to me and offered me help. I was intelligent enough to know it was a bad idea, but angry enough not to care.
How much are they asking from you?
A couple hundred credits every month. Doesn't look like much, but in the long run, let's just say they've made a very lucrative deal. Especially if you consider I'm not their only client.
Look, lady, I have the means to help you. But if you want me to bargain for your life, I'm gonna need you to give me what I ask. Now you can willingly give it to me, or I can take it. Your choice.
I've been bullied by Tong's thugs long enough, Gui Lao. You ain't got nothing on them. Who are you? Another one of...
That's a shame. Because Tong wants that money, and I'm not leaving till I collect it. With or without your consent.
I will not be bullied.
Stealing?
Are you...
So you cut a deal?
I didn't...
Look, I understand you were right. I'm not questioning that. But you've been through enough to know the world doesn't care about who's right or wrong. It's all about power, and right now, neither of us have it.
As much as it pains me to admit it, you're right. What do you think I should do?
I'm just asking you to give me the means to make sure this situation gets resolved.
What are you saying? Give up the chip? Give them back what they sold me so they no longer have any leverage? But that means... Oh God, you're right. Here, take the chip. They can't tax me for a service I don't use.
Oh, I doubt they'll be that understanding. But I'll make sure they leave you alone. You've done the right thing.
I hope this was a good decision. just wish there was another way.
Nice place, Hengsha.
You been in Hengsha?
Friendly people.
Access granted.
Maybe another time.
All right, your business.
What can I get you?
Hey, about that job?
You found Jaya yet? You need to get back the money she owes us.
What's it gonna take for you to leave Jaya alone for good?
I don't understand. Didn't you get the money?
I know about the Shylock scam you're running. Get her the augment she wants and then bleed her with monthly payments for the rest of her life. I want to know what it's gonna take for you to leave her alone for good.
A cyborg with a heart of gold, are we? Tell you what, Guilo. You give me a year's worth of payments and she's free.
You're a real scumbag. Forget it.
Harsh words like these might hurt my feelings. Now, go cry somewhere else. You got a favorite poison?
Hey,
You found Jaya.
here's Jaya's augment. I guess this means your investment has been returned.
What are you talking about? Where's the money she owed us?
There is no money.
This was not our deal.
Maybe not. But think of it this way. Jaya was becoming a problem. I helped you get rid of that problem.
This wasn't helpful at all, Guilo. You've caused me more trouble than anything else. You can forget about our deal. You got a favorite poison?
Give me a sec.
Yeah.
They say the hype.
This is my first time. Take a picture.
你在浪费
火热的气息会把你烧焦的，我的朋友。
啊，很好，还不错。
Jensen.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Malik,
Jensen, if you even think of using that Casey mod on me, I will hit you.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm just concerned, that's all.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
This autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poison, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
She always tried to see the good in people, give him the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at Lim for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would Lim have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays Lim does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Lim Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, Lim details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
I'm thinking of moving
My
in.
English
It's
not
not
good.
the best place in
I need
Hanshaw, but at least
practice
it's
more.
affordable. I'm circulating a petition to have 2 women on the second floor of the West Wing. I think. It's very obvious they're involved in prostitution.
As soon as the information.
But if people want
For more of my exclusive interview with Hugh Darrow, log on to www..
怎么样？我能帮你吗？还是你还在考虑啊？
Reporting to you live from
你不是当地人吧？是吗？
If you're looking to rent a pod, Jay Chow's the landlord.
Let me stop you
He
right
can help
there,
you.
buddy.
Although,
you looking for
I hear
fun
he's
in the
landlord
city?
in name only.
Try the high. You want a different kind of fun? The Alice Garden Park.
project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring to the pension
市场上最好的，我要向你保证，
Everything I've
这些
got,
人不
real
可能
G. Ecosphere is in serious
我
trouble.
可以。你是在修
如
空调的吗？
果你是节派来受帮助的，告诉他们我还有3天就发。
我搞不懂为什么接早上不能
You're not
上
from
班
around here, are you? I give you somebody in my hotel wedding.
Ah, you buy or sell? I do it all. Look at a computer and see for yourself. Come back anytime.
很好。
Millionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me personally to deny allegations of involvement in secret United Nations meetings about the
My visit to Prague
你不是当地人吧？
exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention.
你好，你是美国人吗？
滚开，窝囊废！他不会自己离开的，他们把他抓走了。
我不会说英语。 我觉得这地方也没那么糟吧。
Trouble alive. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better.
But many people believe that your Arctic
请不要再烦
more
我
risk and uncertainty. When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with Hugh Darrow, log on
外
to
国佬
www.picusweb.com. This is Eliza Cassan.
你不是当地人吧？是吗？
From Picus. It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears that I may have to retract.
I know what you have in there. I don't know what you're talking. Tell her to leave me alone. I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw you with ferret in your shirt the other day. You know pets are not allowed in hotel.
That's not true.
I tell Mr. Chow if you not get rid of it.
You're a very mean lady.
We're getting a live stream from Eisenhower's grave right now. Let me listen in. Sounds like, sounds like someone's rolling over. As you all know, I have contacts in famous corporations.
你在讲什么？ Wanna party?
你看上去很累，去休息会儿，再回来。
到这儿来，帅哥。 You look for person, right? No other reason for a stranger like you to be here. So the guy in capsule 143 left his pod door open.
No way.
Yeah, so I couldn't help but sneak along.
You don't belong here, stranger.
He has so much stuff
Try the
lying
hive
around.
or the Honghua
It's
for fun.
incredible.
People live here. Here.
Snatching evil
You don't want something.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which
外
has
国佬，
consumed all of
你
my
知道像
attention
韩
these days.
I just don't understand how a city can grow to a point that there can be so many.
You work for the Tong? He sent you here? Making sure none of those bell tower boys sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, right?
Ting, you moving into this
You
wing?
come here to complain me too?
Be warned.
I real
People
sorry
are
about
pigs
mess.
around here.
我也不想的哦，可是我的家房间那么小，放不下那些东西。
听，那些东西都可以扔了，你不用它们，它们就是垃圾。
但有些是我妈妈给我的。
去问问杰，看他还有没有多余的地方给我们放东西。
我觉得杰不会情愿的吧。
滚开，窝囊废！
Are you visiting Alice Garden Plots?
你怎么吃这个？
I'm supposed to be living in another building.
有问题吗？我好喜欢这个东西。
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed. Consumed all of my attention.
You're referring to the Manchea project, the cooperative global initiative.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding.
Most
and
people in this
geothermal
hole
management.
work for Titan.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow.
什么？我不懂英文，我帮不了你。
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to www.picusweb.com.
没别的意思，不过这一圈我们的人数已经够了。
What? I'm just an honest citizen here. I will not get involved with a stranger.
It doesn't happen often.
我不会说英语。
At the end of the day, one of these two biotech corporations will have a monopoly over the industry. And we all know, whoever controls the technology controls the world. So take a pick of your poison.
我想帮不了你。
Was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
referring to the Panchea project.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean is
Forget it, man. You're not my type.
This isn't a booty call, Van Bruggen. This is about you and some friends of yours I met in Detroit.
Detroit? Yeah, okay. I got it now. You with Seraph, right? You were there when I had to pull the plug.
So you admit it. You were running the mole.
The heck, man. Just the heck. Worst decision I ever made taking that gig. As you can obviously see.
You attack my people, Windmill. You hope to walk away from this. You tell me what you know.
Down, boy. I've got no allegiance to that backstabbing bitch who hired me. Especially after she painted a target on my back. The girl you want is Zhao Yunru, Tai Young Medical's CEO.
Tai Young Medical? They're Seraph's biggest competition.
How do you think they got that way? Zhao doesn't like competition, see? So she uses hack attacks, blackmail, extortion, anything she can do to destabilize him. No offense, but Seraph was just the latest in a long line.
You got any proof of this?
There's a surveillance recording in the Tai Young Tower. I stashed it on the server in case I ever needed an insurance policy.
Not a very smart place to hide it, seeing as you don't work there anymore.
Things got hot before I could move it. And now, I got you to get it for me. Of course, you can't just walk into that place. You're gonna need an employee card encoded with your biometrics to use the TYM shuttle.
Well, what do you know, Windmill? I've already got an employee card. Just needs the biometrics from my passport to work. So start encoding.
There you go. All shiny and bio-encoded, just like I promised.
Where do I find this recording?
On a surveillance server in the TYM tower. But that badge will only get you into the lower city factory via their employee shuttle.
And how am I supposed to get up to the tower from down here?
Never said it wouldn't require a little finesse. Look, the tricky part is getting through the Pangu. But you're a resourceful guy. I have faith in you.
Right. And after I'm through the floof?
You'll be in the upper city tower. The server you want is in the central security hub. The login and password are on this. Now, about my reward. Tai Young Medical, man! They're here!
Banner! I want that hacker dead!
You gotta help me, Jensen. They're gonna kill me!
And that concerns me how?
Oh, come on, man. I helped you out. At least give me a weapon so I can defend myself.
All right, fine. Take this and get out of here.
Oh, thanks, man. I won't forget this.
Through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty.
Hello?
When will we be able to see
I heard
the
you.
for ourselves?
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of this with you, Darrow, log on to www.picusweb.com. This is Eliza Cassad reporting to you live.
Shit. I find out someone's been fooling me. I'm gonna be pissed.
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with Hugh Darrow, log on to www.picusweb.com. This is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Picus.
As soon as the installation.
It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears that I may have to retract an earlier statement. Millionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me personally to deny allegations of involvement in
Was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days. Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza.
Search every
It's
corner!
time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance of doing it is to modify
I want eyes on that bastard! There's more of this to come, followers, so stay logged in. And joining us.
as soon as the installation.
Report! Where is he? Keep looking. Sweep this place clean. Keep looking. Sweep this place.
I've got you covered!
Like a bomb!
This is the spot.
Keep looking. Someone must be there. You see anything?
See anything? If it happens again, you have my permission to shoot.
This is the spot. Keep looking. Someone must be there. He's around here somewhere.
Malik, get Pritchard on the line. Tell him I need everything he's got on the Tai Young Medical Building. Schematics, blueprints, everything.
That might take a while, Jensen.
Yeah, well, he's got as long as it takes for me to find this Tai Young shuttle Van Bruggen talked about and ride it to their factory. Jensen out.
That aims at healing our world.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza.
One moment.
You speak English?
You need practice software?
I've been waiting for a long time for this surgery.
You come back.
最好有事。
您是来
这里
红沙做
很多人，我喜欢你的装饰，我知道这个会给我更多的。
肯定没问题。
非常可悲。
我一般不和陌生人说话。
您是来横沙做开下沉城市的地下轨道。
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Death and life have their determined appointments.
What? Oh, and riches and honors depend upon heaven. Very good.
Right, what now?
Shh. They have eyes and ears everywhere. Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
It doesn't happen often.
Over here. Come on now. I'm relieved to know they sent a professional, at least.
That makes two of us.
Right. Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumbed to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
And what were you just saying about corruption?
A deal is a deal. Surely your handlers informed you of this little detail.
No, my handlers failed to mention this little detail. Never mind. Just take your money. This report better be worth it.
Oh, I assure you it is. Whoever it was that didn't want this information given to the proper authorities paid a lot of money to have it ignored. A pity for them, LIM policy strictly prohibits deletion of records concerning operational procedures. For legal purposes, you see.
Legal, right. Nice doing business with you, X.
I trust you'll show the utmost discretion with this most sensitive of...
Malik, I just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malik?
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
And do what?
Get proof. Get something. I'm sending you the coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
Log on to www. This is Eliza Cassan.
Sorry, pal. No one's allowed in right now.
If anyone's here, come out now!
I think you're seeing things.
Must have been nothing.
shouldn't be here. Get moving.
我不记得是如何发生的。
Access granted.
Malik, I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart enough to properly cover his tracks, so look around. Maybe you can find something suspicious.
Access granted.
Malik, it looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here.
I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, baby. I promise. I'll meet you at the Hive, okay? Just don't get a party started without me. I want you all to myself tonight.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find. Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lee's as dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything. Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe Lee washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the Hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
Malik, I'm in the Hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
Walking the streets of Lower City alone.
Sorry, I like my men.
You want something? I have that.
That's professional.
That's nice.
Hey, don't start
But I already have it.
Are you bell towel? Have some bell towel your ass in Lower City. You lost or something? They say the Hive serves anything. They say he
stay away from the base. You got that. Paul's permission.
Give me a Shanghai gut punch.
Talking about the drink, right? There you go.
They say the high.
Try your luck at the
The
bar.
security guys down there will think.
Then again,
Here's some free advice.
滚开，别来烦恼。
男人人设在
Ask
楼
the
下。
bartender if he needs some.
我很忙啊。Are you Bell Tower? Most apartment foreigners in Willow City work for.
对不起，
当地人吧。
太多的金粉花了。Party? I can go all night.
What you want, Chrome boy?
Is your name Li Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, it's off. I already told all you narcos all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
If you ain't police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition. I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Cause unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
All right. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Because the police report itself was falsified. Why else would that be, if not to cover up a weak alibi?
Man, you gotta be kidding me. That's some weak-ass shit right there.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place. You said Evelyn was high as a kite, drugged out of her mind when she died. But we both know this isn't true.
I barely remember what I said that night, but I know that ain't it.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit and your story was a lie, then how did Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how? By hitting her in the head with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation, something to fuel your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She wasn't happy in the relationship. She wanted to take it to the next level, but you wanted none of that. When she threatened to get your family involved, you hit her, but just a little too hard.
Yeah, we argued about that, but what bitch doesn't?
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy? Lim. Your family's sizable investments in Lim assured the autopsy performed on Evelyn's body would never see the light of day, and her death would simply fall through the cracks of an already crumbling justice system.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee, but only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her. I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee.
Man, you better not be playing me for a fool.
Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my God, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
You look like a tough guy. Just remember, plenty of tough.
All right, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God.
Stop right there!
Access granted.
All right, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee. Jensen.
Malik?
Well, first take this. I was gonna use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
So what are you gonna do now?
I have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into the right hands. The Hongs aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he can avoid prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh, justice will be served, all right. You might want to stick around for a second. I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee. Are you facing the hive? It's almost showtime. In 3, 2...
Malik.
Just watch.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch. She's going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn,
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, for me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
Tourist, if you have business outside the nightlife district, please reach out.
You look like you can take care of yourself around here.
You're not from around here either, are you?